I think my lens needs a wipe. You got to be so organized when it's raining, and I'm still working on my systems here. I had a cloth and now I don't know where it is. There it is. I found the lens in the rain here, but oops, plastic bag's fallen off. Soaking wet and cold, and I think I'm going to call it now. The light's gone. So I'm back at North Lake and in the rain here with about 25 other photographers. It's pretty awesome actually. The colours are spectacular. So I'm just hoping this rain will clear in the next few minutes so I can take advantage of this. But I've got a couple of shots already. But it's, as you can see, quite spectacular. And there's 25 of my other friends are here.
It's amazing it didn't look like that. You didn't take it.
Yeah, right.
Everything was really orange.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah.
Wow, it's about 20 minutes after sunset and we finally got some light and a gorgeous rainbow. One of the challenges is to keep the lens dry. I found the lens in the rain here, but oops, plastic bag's fallen off. Well, I managed to get one photo of the rainbow, which I'll show you in a minute, but I didn't film it. It was too tricky with trying to keep everything dry and trying to keep rain off the lens. But anyway, I think it came out okay. So here it is now. Soaking wet and cold, and I think I'm going to call it now. The light's gone for the time being, and I'm soaking wet, and so is all my gear. So anyway, that was fun. There was about 25 people down here this morning, and hopefully I think I got a nice shot of the rainbow, so we'll see how that worked out. Anyway, gonna head back. I'm back in the car after what was a really great morning of photography. I was out for about 2 hours. It rained for probably all but 15 minutes of that. At times it was quite heavy and really challenging to take photographs in the rain. It's something I'm not really used to, and I don't quite have my systems down as well as I would like. I used to be a pretty good golfer when I was younger, and when playing golf in the rain is a lot like taking photos in the rain. You have to have your systems down, and once your gear gets wet, then it's pretty much over. And I was a pretty good golfer in the rain. I didn't care how wet I got as long as my club stayed dry, the grip stayed dry. Photography is a bit like that, and I didn't have my I didn't have my systems down. that well, so it became quite a challenge and nearly impossible to video what I was doing as well. So there wasn't much footage, but a little bit. Anyway, it was there was a beautiful rainbow appeared for about 5 minutes, and the light was good for maybe 10, and it wasn't fantastic light, but it was the best that we had all morning, and the trees were absolutely spectacular. I'm hoping that things are going to clear up. It doesn't look very good right now. It's been raining pretty heavily for the last like 3 hours, 2 hours, but really great. Lots of people down there, about 20 people. There was a workshop, and it was run by a photographer called Guy Tal, who I follow. He's so I got a chance to meet him this morning. Really super nice guy, and I've been a big fan of his for since I got started. I love his work. I love reading what he writes about photography and life in general. So it was a real pleasure to meet him. And if you haven't, if you've never heard of Guy or never seen any of his work, I'll put a link to his website in the description so you can check it out. It's good. He's staying true to his principles about what he thinks photography is about. Anyway, so I'm in the car and I'm gonna kind of ride it out for a bit longer. I'm hoping there'll be a break and I can go back out again and get some more shots. Well, it's still raining, and it's quite challenging. It's not windy now, it was windy earlier, but we're just waiting for some light, and it's kind of looking rather gloomy everywhere, but still a beautiful scene. I've tried to take a couple of shots in the rain just so I can kind of get a sense of, hopefully get a photo that really sums up the morning so far. But would love it if the clouds would break just a little bit and get some light on those beautiful hillsides with the aspen trees. That'd be just terrific, but we'll see. I think my lens needs a wipe. There it is. Give that a wipe. There we go. Alright. So, pretty wet, but that's okay. So what I'd like to do, if the weather cooperates, is to get I've got my 70 to 200 on underneath that thing, and take a panorama with the light, if the light gets good, and stitch it together, going all the way across from there, all the way across to there. That'd be great. But we'll see. We'll keep hanging out for a bit longer. Well, the perseverance has paid off. The light over the last half an hour has been spectacular, and I can't believe it. I had a sandwich in the car. I was freezing cold, soaking wet. Came out, it was still raining, and just kind of stuck it out. And then some of the images I've got, I think, have been spectacular. There's great shots to be had everywhere. And right now, this fog has come into the basin here, and absolutely stunning. Wow, incredible. Can't believe it. What a day off. So anyway, hopefully I'll have a couple of good pictures. It was a challenge in the rain. It's only just stopped raining in the last 20 minutes, and the sun came out for about 10 minutes, but this is just absolutely gorgeous.